Hello everyone, this is the Mary Bacchus. My name is Chris, just go by that handle in case you want to look it up. Um, just doing a little meet and greet of sorts, basically looking for a place to rent out for the next year in the US. And then looked at a nice little place, going to fill out an application. Plus, I also had to sign a contract since I was at the library. Fill out the application for a mastermind with the social, what's their name? Social Traveler? Yeah, I believe it is. Look her up. The name is Jen Morillo. So, somebody worth working for while she does work with coaching and trying to get you into a better place. I think it's totally worth it. I did a few things in order to ensure that. I think I'm going to look forward to that and to bring you more and better content here in the future. Anytime anybody has a question or anything like that, just drop me a line and see what we can work out, and maybe we can help each other out. Basically, like I've stated once before, the blog is mostly about traveling and visiting breweries and vineyards down there, because hey, everybody likes to eat, drink, and be merry, don't you? Anytime I'm going out there, anywhere in the world, if I have extra space and you want to crash or something like that, and we want to swap stories, so we'll cook you dinner and we'll go have some good time. Open a bottle of wine or a couple beers and just basically shoot the crap, shoot the shit, or whatever you want to call it. So I just figured I'd do a nice short little video, mainly just to let everybody know that what's going on. Be starting a master class pretty soon. Going to be also doing another search for a place down in Merida, so that everybody can have a place to stay if they wants to come visit. Since the rent's fairly cheap, it's not too bad. I think the biggest problem I think for a lot of people is to get down there and actually see what it's like. I want to go down there just because everything that's going on in the world today in the United States, it's just no longer great to be here. That's just my opinion. If you think it's great, that's fine. I just have a better future, and that's not geared to what I'm trying to do. I kind of like having money to a certain extent. I don't like being double taxed for a lot of stuff, and have a little bit more freedoms than in other places that I can't really get here. Also, certain things like from your past and stuff like that can be very stigmatized in the United States, so it makes it harder to do a lot of things too with that, unless you have lots and lots of money in order to pay for that outright. And the way the economy is and the way people are getting paid these days, unless you have a job and went to school for several years, you can't do that, and that's not me. I've never been one to stick around for much longer anyways, so I'm looking forward to this opportunity down there. I think, for the most part, I think it'd be great to be down there in Mexico, just to give it a try, see what it does for a year or so. If not, I might go somewhere else. Who knows? Might end up going to Spain, Portugal, or even somewhere in Europe where I have family ties. It just all depends, really. Depends on what everybody wants to deal with and what's to look forward to. So I think, for the most part, if you want to follow me and stuff like that, if you read my blog at themarybacchus.com, that's great. Drop me a line, or if you have a message or anything, I would love to hear from somebody. Let me know what's going on and how they're doing in life and how their life is treating them, because I'm real curious to know if you ever thought about leaving, becoming an expat, and going elsewhere. Yeah, it might not be ideal in Mexico. It might be just like a starting point, but there's more to Mexico than what people realize. It's not all just crime and drug cartels and stuff like that out there. It's a lot less than what people realize, and people want to assume that, and that's what the media tells you. Just like the recent news recently about what has been going on, but there's been a lot more of that going on in other places, sometimes even closer to somebody else. Like I had a schoolmate mentioned there was like 3 incidents like that happened, and it didn't even get on the news. Anytime it's more than 4 people, then it, that's considered, that category. Well, it happens a lot, whether it's gang related or not, and yet it don't get reported. So this just tries to bring the effect to, like, you got to kind of pay more attention to what's being said and how it's being said in what context, because sometimes it's kind of not being very truthful. Hence why in other countries they don't cater, they don't do that. They're very unbiased. It's like, I just quoted what happened, this is what happened, and there you go. So, but that's not one of the reasons why I want to leave. I'm just tired of being fed up and not having enough money or make enough money, but then I can't buy a place or rent anything because you have all these other things you have to pay for. So by the time you get done, you're done, you have no check, and you're living just paycheck to paycheck. And that's not me. I like to have it, invest it, and have a little bit left over, to share with friends and stuff like that, and be that nice guy. So we'll see what happens in the next few days or so. See what happens with that. Once I find out if things go well on there, then I might just start planning, come January, might start planning to leave the United States and go down to Mexico and stuff like that. Definitely my kids will love it, because they'll have a nice time down there. We get to go to the beach, be able to drive again, if I can find a car, and then we'll just, have a good old time and plenty of food to try. So that's something I'm looking forward to, and I'm definitely looking forward to everybody else being down there, come visit or anything. Once I get a place down there, it's open invitation. Anybody wants to come down there, if you want to crash or something, find a place that at least I can put some hammocks in and stuff like that, so that'd be nice. I look forward to the day that everybody can go down there and we all can, have a good time and just enjoy ourselves, enjoy being with each other instead of just like social media, kind of like the way it is here in the United States. Something I like try to teach my kids, to kind of look them in the eye. And my oldest one, she's actually starting to do that a lot more often. She don't get on there, she gets out there and does stuff, and so that's what I try to teach her, which is very good and makes me proud that she actually does stuff like that. So I'm very happy for that. The other one, she's more my social media expert, so to speak, especially with YouTube. So hopefully she would eventually help me out one day. I can't wait, because me and her always have a lot of fun when we play video games and stuff and just hang out. So both of them, all 3 of us, when we're together, we always have a good time, and that's something I've always done since they were kids. Like I said, if you want to give me a shout out over to at themarybacchus.com. You can give me a message on my blog, or you can even email me. My email's on there. It's at themarybacchus@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. Always interested for that.